Hi, it's Saturday, February 21st, 2026, and this is Darren with an update to Mike's layout in the western suburbs of Chicago. This trip was a lot of construction things that you may not be able to notice from this shot, but if you go back and look at the previous video to this one, we actually lowered this layout by about 13 inches. And the idea was that Mike is anticipating wanting to be able to run the layout as he gets older and maybe looking at it more from running it with a chair or running it and possibly in a wheelchair. So the layout has been shortened down, and if you go back and look at the previous video to this one, you'll see how we had done it in a stop motion type video. You can see the whole thing happen in about a minute and a half. In addition to that, we've been continually adding more sightings and things because Mike is being influenced positively by a group of friends who are really into operation. So there's some additional spur added here. Track was added to this spur. We've also added several crossovers that will allow more flexible operation to the railroad. And then we decided to add this extension. And this extension is going to be partial yard. It's going to also be partial staging, and it's also going to be split down the middle, and on the right-hand side, or the aisle side to this, is going to be a very industrial area that's going to have a lot of switching. This table is about 4 feet wide and extends approximately, it's about 18 feet or so. So that gives him a really nice large space for the layout. In addition to all of this construction, we ran the bus lines underneath because this will have a Y that'll come off here. So there's going to be a reversing section because of the Y. And so we've prepared for that. And then we also spent quite a bit of time going through locomotives, and I put some decoders in some engines that had less than stellar behaving decoders. Some of them, as many of you know, come from the factory with decoders that just aren't quite as nice as some of the aftermarket ones from companies like Soundtrax or Lokesound. So that's been really kind of the crux of the activity over the last several days. Obviously with the new turnouts and new track that had involved switch machines, networking those into the DCC system. Lots of discussion about now going forward how we want to handle control panels, because initially when we built the control panel on the other side, which I've showed on previous videos, he wanted that set up so he could sit in the middle of the layout, and when grandkids are running the train, can have a pretty good idea what's happening on the layout with the panel. And now, of course, with the new concept and the greater interest in operation, he's really considering having more of a CTC style panel where the layout is drawn on the panel linear with an east-west type drawing versus showing every curve of the layout and so on. So that's yet to come, but that's something he's been thinking about or has to think about as we go forward. We had several visitors this week, friends that he operates with, and others that aided us in lowering the layout. And so it was an overall really great week. Back here in about a month. In the meantime, off to other adventures. Again, always please hit the subscribe button so you can get information on when new videos come out. And always appreciate the comments and looking forward to seeing people out there in the world. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.